Okay guys, welcome back. We're playing more LA Noire. Game I've played before, haven't beaten all the way through. In fact, all I've gotten to is the Vice desk. I've never been onto Arson, I think is the last one. And in Vice, I didn't think I got that far. I only did 2 of them. But yeah, we're on to the Homicide desk. We're starting this today. We're gonna hope to get through all this. This is a game where I might have to... So my whole plan was, and so far it's been video one has been the patrol desk. Obviously, it's just like tutorial missions. The second desk was traffic. Third desk is homicide. Third video. Excuse me, I'm saying desk. Third video for second video is traffic. Third video is homicide. We're gonna try to get this done in one video. That being said, there's a lot here. I don't think I'll be able to. This might be homicide, might be 2 videos. Let's start the red lipstick murder. Let's get into it. Yeah, I love LA Noire. I love Rockstar Games. I think Rockstar Games is the best developer. You know, maybe not my favorite games. Red Dead Redemption 2 is definitely the best, I think, personally, in my opinion, the best game of all time. Just for story, for how the world is, how immersive. It's really good. It's really, really fucking awesome. But my favorite games, I don't know. I like Bethesda a lot, like classic Bethesda, Fallouts and shit like that. But
all right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before lunch. Floyd Rose of the Homicide Squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work. The department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst a man gets from 25 years of police work. Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk. Stand up, Phelps. Take a chair.
burglary?
You're in the major leagues now, Sonny. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his wing. Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the scene, lads.
Okay.
I said, if you're a producer, then I'm Lana.
Do you have the address?
It's been all over KGPL. It's off Temple Street, between Belmont and Glendale.
Oh, come on, dude. You gotta get the fuck out of my... I hate this guy already.
From the newspaper.
Yeah, every time I walk by, he says that same shit.
You're behind the wheel.
Just tell him the dude what to fucking do, bro.
What happened to Rose?
Parker wants the chief's job. Word is it's either going to be him or Thad Green. So they're both clearing the decks.
So where does that leave you, Galloway?
Leaves me saddled with a chump like you, Phelps. I didn't ask for you and I don't want you, so keep it to yourself. See if you can learn something about seeing how a real cop operates.
What did he mean by the werewolf?
Vidalia. The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf killer. The Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
We any closer to catching him?
Not a chance. 6 months and hundreds of guys running down leads and we got nothing.
You don't think this has anything to do with it?
No, I don't. 90% of murders are domestic, Phelps. Some guy gets into a beef with his wife, he takes it too far. This will be the same. But cutting someone in half and leaving them off the sidewalk, that's a one-off.
Why so many women this year?
Because of the war. You should know that. Guy gets to kill people every day in combat. Comes home, he's expected to take lip from his wife. What do you think's gonna happen?
It's that simple.
Like I said, most of the time it is.
Yeah, guys. I mean, I think he's not wrong when it comes to statistics, but I think that he's wrong when it comes to, like, this specific game.
How about a scoop for the Examiner, Galloway? You could use some good press.
Another tramp, another message. Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother, asshole? A sister? How about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
You're used to it, Phelps. Moving along, guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
Patrolman, this your beat?
Yes, sir. Well, part of it. Kids park here, they use it like a lover's lane. It's a working neighborhood. Some trouble, but nothing like this. It's known locally as the Moors.
You were first on the scene?
Yes, detective.
No one's disturbed the body?
No, sir. We cleared out them vulture reporters so Pinker and the coroner could work. They're waiting to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with. The victim's bag? Looks brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
Look at a Geiger counter.
What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Men's size 8s. Pinker lifted impressions for me to compare back at the lab.
Don't think this is any use to us. Don't think this is going to help us. Looks like some kind of puzzle or parlor game. Bomba Club. Why steal a table lighter?
That's pretty cool. A table lighter? That's awesome. That's such a fucking old classic thing you wouldn't hear about anymore. A, B, let me look at the body. What do you got over here? What do you got? What are you picking up, buddy?
Cause of death?
It could be the head injuries. She has been.
What caused the blunt force injury to the face?
Could be anything from a baseball bat to a lug wrench. I'll have more details after the autopsy.
Interesting. What about this wound on the finger?
Something removed. A ring, most likely. I assume it was taken post-mortem.
What does the writing on the victim mean?
BD, like Dahlia, Tex. Your guess is as good as mine. Could be something to it, or it could be the killer's trying to throw you off the scent. Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
Can we get to the bomba? Man could die of thirst on a case like this.
The werewolf?
For my money, copycat.
We can't rule it out. We need to work the evidence.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? A big head to hang on your wall. The caller of the decade. I've been working evidence on BD case for 6 months and got nicks.
There's a difference, Rusty.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
Okay, Oddshot. What's more likely? The werewolf comes back around, leaving us unknown in a corpse?
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over women. Why not power over the police department as well?
Let me finish, Phelps. A guy opens his mouth again after 6 months of stum. Or some opportunist who's been reading about the BD figures he'll rip off the MO and get himself a freebie.
That's not totally fantastical.
Well, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible for police work. If there's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder, it was them, locusts.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with the armed forces. San Quentin, another town, another country, who knows? So, Phelps, I understand you want to turn this into a big case, but it doesn't work like that, all right? Whoa there!
For a second, I thought I stole like a regular-ass car.
Has continued to operate in the Los Angeles area.
No chance. We would have found it. Give me a break! Cole, come on!
You're really starting to annoy me.
Running.
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
This is the murderer, by the way.
Here last night?
I remember this guy. He's the murderer.
About 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him. Is there anything else?
Fire away, Phelps. I'll stay here. I'm a little parched. Pour me 3 fingers of rye.
I think he's a bit of a ganguero.
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine? Christ. Going to pay for that?
Sure, I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine was a lovely woman.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
I believe him.
You know him?
He seems like he likes her.
He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes, at around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
Want a tip?
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you. Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
I think you know where the ring came from, and I think you're gonna tell me.
Okay, I bought it years ago. I carried a torch for Celine in those days.
90% of the fucking time it's gonna be a doubt, bro, or a bad cop.
Her old man never knew about it.
You know the husband?
Sure, I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. He put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
It's like gulping and shit. Let's see. Bad cop.
So if it wasn't Jacob, then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her. How do you feel about that?
Stow the attitude, will ya? I tried to get onto Jacob. I rang him up. Asked him to come pick her up, like usual. But he refused. And she picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30, but I got no answer.
Thanks, Mr. McCole. You've been a big help. One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
A waitress.
Let's get out of here.
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
Shut up. Wait, does they have a phone in here?
Sam has taken me to Palm Springs for the weekend. Eggs.
No good to me.
Oh, okay. Wrong phone.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Running the plates, I think.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Please. Thanks for your help.
Okay. This fucking car. Oh.
You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
You find the booze helps you get through a working day?
Sharpens my investigatory instincts.
Investigatory, bro. This motherfucker.
Throw out anything you collect today.
A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. You know, you picked the wrong job if a healthy thirst offends you, Cole.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politician.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze than the clues that would have led to her killer.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Bet he's sure to be alive. The Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor. Our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my God, brother, oh brother. It's worse than I could ever have imagined.
This guy sucks too, bro. I mean, I get it. I'm kind of a Boy Scout, but in this field, you gotta be a Boy Scout.
I'll try the back door. Wait here a second.
That's just shit face morale.
Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
You said I had to go back, Doctor.
The fires are cathartic. They allow you to confront your past.
You said the house would be empty.
Are you taking the medication I have prescribed?
You said the house would be empty. I heard them screaming.
Circumstances were unfortunate. My colleagues had made all the necessary
You
arrangements.
said the house would be empty. You're killing me.
The deaths were unfortunate, but you have dealt with death before. I want you to come to the clinic and we can deal with
You said the house would be empty. How can I find peace?
Not sure this means much.
Is this her wedding ring that's missing?
Tiffany? The rest of the stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring. A regular Amelia Earhart in her day. The ring looks distinctive.
Can't determine if the shoes are the same size? That's kind of annoying.
Nope.
Oh, fuck. Burping. Are there shoes anywhere in here? No.
Size 9s. Above average for a lady.
Yeah, but I'm looking for men's shoes, right?
Burglar used the pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster.
Here. marriage. If you sober up, you can find me at the apartment. Okay, cool.
Celine and Jacob are obviously having problems. It speaks to motive.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband.
There we go.
Give us something to go on. One of my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Oh, Jesus.
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I'll get nasty when I'm thirsty.
Neighbors?
Galloway, homicide, badge number 564. Requesting
It wasn't
LAPD. Are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Miss?
Horgan. Jennifer Horgan.
Horgan.
I've known Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but Celine had been drinking. And she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He stormed out and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving. But she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
Murdered? Oh, my God. I'm afraid I need to go and sit down.
Marital problems.
Let's see what Jacob has to say for himself.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but we should see what he has to say.
Jacob Henry had a violent argument with his wife last night. He's looking more and more likely.
For my money, if the broad keeps the house looking like that, she probably deserved it. The skipper says bring him in and keep the hacks off our backs for a while.
Fine by me.
So it ain't the werewolf killer after all. Good to see you've come to your senses, Cole.
I always said work the evidence. I only stipulated a connection to the BD killer as an avenue of investigation we should leave open. And as far as I'm concerned, it still is.
I thought he was about to crash this dude.
Okay, Phelps, we go in hard. You follow my lead. You Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh,
for
my God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
Oh, this guy's a fucking idiot cop, bro. He's
What
so
the hell
stupid.
are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
she's-
We're gonna have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
Oh, here we go, my back. My back. What do we got on this guy? Let's see. Football.
The slightest hint that you're a flight risk, pal.
Optimistic, Cole.
You think the atmosphere's thick in here? Wait till you try the gas chamber. He'll be back in a moment.
The oldest problem there is. What to do
Thanks for the offer. I need you to do something about my wife. I don't know if there's a death. I need you to do something about my wife. Could also be like, I need you to help my wife get off of fucking alcohol. So the pack on the bag. Pack on the bag. It's kind of suspicious, to be honest.
Size 11s.
Very good. There you go.
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night, Jacob?
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
The bar lighter we have.
We get the impression that Celine liked to live the glamorous life. How did she end up with a hump like you, Jacob?
Celine was one of the first woman pilots. She hung out with movie stars and royalty. But when she came back here broke and struggling, she married a mechanic. Put a roof over her head, food on the table. Not glamorous, but the best I could do. I'm not ashamed about that.
Ah, fuck you.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
You don't remember what time you last saw your wife alive?
Look, I'm sorry. I left. Maybe 9 p.m. Might have been a little later, but right around 9.
There you go. Motive for murder.
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
There's a note.
I don't believe you, Jacob.
Right?
I think you didn't have the guts to do it yourself, so you had someone else do it.
You want to back that up with something, Big Mouth? Huh?
Huh? Big Mouth? Huh? Huh? How about this? Huh? I know it wasn't him, so it's like, there you go.
The note by the phone suggests you meant her harm.
You want the truth? Truth is, I was sick to death of her. I was trying to have her committed.
So you can prove that you came back here after you left your wife's place.
I came back here. I was here all night. Start work at 6:30. I'm not the going out type.
Solid.
Did a neighbor see you?
What?
Anyone? You need an alibi, Jacob.
I don't have one. I was here. I listened to Amos and Andy on the radio, and then I went to bed.
We're still going to need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured...
This is the worst one I've had so far. First fucking...
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're going to tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
Oh, you're awful hot under the collar for an innocent...
Call it in and get a squad car dispatched. And check for messages. I'll keep old Slugger here company.
Where's this guy's fucking phone? Where's your phone? Just knock over your shit.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, Detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers,
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt...
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doc. Operator, give me R&I. Any word on an owner for that vehicle? License was 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks. Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
Okay.
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
Have we been here?
Carruthers said she took a real pounding.
Maybe if he had been a little firmer in the beginning, he wouldn't be in this situation now.
I imagine that Neanderthal routine is a big hit with the ladies, Galloway.
Women love me, Phelps. I have no complexity. They know exactly what they're going to get.
For Los Angeles. The same goes for quality beer.
Wait, let's see who this guy is. He's 16.
Mendez, apartment 16.
They're all upstairs. Yeah, damn. Straight down.
Don't bother knocking, just kick the door in.
Okay.
Take a look around and see what you can find.
Nice ass apartment.
Maybe if... No.
Oh shit.
Carruthers could match the color and brand of the body.
I think that's being set up because I know it's the bartender. I'm pretty sure it's the bartender. Based on play the
injuries, and the blood can be typed.
Oh.
We have the murder weapon. We better get Pinker down here.
Why keep it? Why not throw it away?
Think these
Yeah.
clowns are geniuses?
Exactly. This guy is so stupid. He's the worst fucking big fat drunk idiot.
Hey, what gives? LAPD, you're under arrest.
But why run?
Lose that son of a bitch. I'll go get our wheels.
Mendez, stop right there.
Like, why are you in my apartment? That's how it is. You're obviously hiding something, but it's not the murder. He's not the murderer. It's too obvious.
Do this, Alonzo.
Get in and drive.
Fuck! He's alive. Okay, good. Run off of the fucking car. Our door came off. Fuck.
I got an idea. Get him next to my window, Cole. Keep me alongside his vehicle, and I'll stop the son of a bitch.
Turn on the sirens. Unless I have to. No.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
doing my best here, buddy boy.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Why is my fucking lamp turning on? That's so creepy.
You're under arrest for the murder of Celine Henry. Give it up, LAPD!
Blow him away, bro.
I ain't saying a goddamn thing.
Yeah, but like, why not defend yourself as touch? I didn't do shit.
You did a grand job, lads. Phelps, that's quite a way to acquit yourself in your first outing as a homicide investigator. It seems the city has a new and vengeful guardian. Considering the evidence against your suspect and the thoroughness with which a report was compiled, I foresee a safe passage through the courts, and the DA agrees with me. Brutality on a scale such as this deserves retribution. The people and the press of this city demand it.
Damn, this guy's truly Irish. She's getting fucked. Yeah, sorry. Eagle damage. That's the most damage. That's like the worst case I had because like the most questions wrong. I know the guy is innocent, and I did the most damage to my car. We're doing the golden butterfly, bro. Oh damn, beat the shit out of her.
Galloway. Got it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
This guy hates me.
What have we got?
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hacks are all over it. Captain's trying to fend him off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, college boy. I think I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
That bum took a swipe at me. Put him down in my sap.
You know the way. You can drive.
Did a decent job in the Henry case, Phelps. Not bad for your first time at bat.
Thanks, Rusty.
But don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
And no assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. We might get along after all.
Now, boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy has been completed. I have two of my finest investigators on the case, fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex fiend
Captain,
Alonzo
aren't there
Mendez.
similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry? And of Elizabeth Short, for that
So you don't
matter?
believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to beat that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life in the City of Angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
People.
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
Detective, I was first on scene.
How bad is it?
You find her, Gonzalez?
Not me. Family out for a stroll. I was first reporting.
Can you show me the body?
It's under the pepper tree, this way.
All these cops. It's got to be something big, right?
Nobody heard anything with the murder. Another naked woman. So see first, is this right here?
Well, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Back in a second.
Parent-Teacher Association.
If the motive was robbery, why not take the money?
Mm-hmm.
Officer Gonzalez, badge 994. Victim a white female Jane Doe on Hill Street. Possible ID,
The stomping angle in the Henry case, was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
Very
distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
Okay. Stomped on her.
Looks like she was tied up.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist, too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
What's this mark? Cut on a finger.
Ring.
Fourth finger, left hand. A wedding or engagement ring. Violently removed.
Okay.
Similar MO.
To what? The Dahlia? I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably another sad sack who lost his temper with a broad who wouldn't put up.
Terrible cop.
Watch your mouth, Phelps. All I'm saying is we got enough to do without reopening closed cases.
Talk me through it, Mal.
Severely battered, on display.
Stomped on.
Footprints would indicate that she has been stomped. Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a smallish men's shoe. What size shoe did Mendez wear?
You finished?
No, I'm not. At a glance, I would say strangulation was the cause of death. I'll need to do further tests for semen.
Angry boyfriend. If they were married, they'd be at home. not humping out here in Lover's Lane.
Detectives, R&I says a Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you? Let's grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. We could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
This guy
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
All right, let's go. Terrible cop. He's the worst cop I've ever fucking seen. Oh, car's over here. The building is absolutely fireproof, so we should go light it down. Light it
You
up.
drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Fine. Where are we headed?
I thought I was getting in the back of the car.
There still might be some playing the boyfriend angle.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If he doesn't work out, that is.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she? Well, around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? Then don't tell me your eye don't bend.
This conversation is over.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because you don't think about Cole having a wife and kids and shit, but he does. He's a very traditional dude. It's all about work in this game. Alright, let's do this. Open the door.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Thank you. Could you have a seat for me, Michelle?
I would not be the one to tell her this. I'd leave this fucking drunk asshole outside, so.
We're gonna have a look around.
That's crazy.
I'll be back any moment. Just sit tight.
I wouldn't let that fucking creep sit with my daughter, bro.
Work boots. Size 8s.
My partner will explain everything when he gets back. There's nothing to worry about.
No sign of a wedding ring. Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body.
That's it. Okay.
Is this about Mommy? Daddy is trying to find her. Please tell me she's okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead.
What the fuck, dude? No fucking bedside manner at these motherfuckers.
You could answer a few questions for us?
Could try.
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon. I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
I don't know, bro.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened?
The child is working.
I don't know. I called and called, and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
A ring, a watch, I never paid much attention to that stuff.
I believe her. Why wouldn't she? Why would she?
Painful, Michelle.
No,
But
she's
this
a
may
little
be
girl.
important. She wore a wedding ring?
Amy chose it herself. A rose gold wedding band and a matching diamond and ruby engagement ring.
She wore a watch?
Yes, a yellow gold Elgin watch. Daddy bought it for her birthday. We had a fight. It was kind of a makeup present.
Yeah.
Your mom and dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
Yeah, I think this was to be a lie. I was doing the other case.
They weren't
Got her.
happy, were they, Michelle?
Sorry,
Did your
hiccups.
father ever hit your mother?
Just the once. She said she would leave him if he ever did it again. He bought her a brooch pin to make up for it. And we always wore her golden butterfly.
Thanks, Miss Muller. You've been very brave.
Hey! What gives?
Daddy, the police
Go to your
are
room,
here.
please, Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
Daddy, Mommy is gone.
Go to your room, young lady. She's not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What? But she only...
Wow. No bedside manner for that motherfucker.
We have some
either, right?
questions that we would like to ask you.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'll do my best.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Muller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
Why are you lying to me, Mr. Muller?
Yeah, like, say 8, bro.
Why would I lie to you at a time like this?
You're fucking 8s, you're right in the butt, like...
That's funny.
You're so stupid, dude.
We
Why?
found here are size 8s. Why lie about it if you've got nothing to
Yeah,
hide?
exactly.
Because I always get teased about the size of my feet. You know, small feet, small...
Always been true in my experience.
So you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
You should come clean if you're having an affair or if there's something going on.
I told you I was here. Were you saying I wasn't?
So why did you take so long?
I always get so scared, dude, when I hear that little dun 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 dun. You know.
I went out for a while. I was driving around. It's my way of relaxing.
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
I don't think I have any evidence.
Did your wife ever go out by herself? To bars, nightclubs?
No. What are you suggesting? You suggesting my wife's loose? Now is not the time for you to be pushing me, mister.
Your daughter said you were having an argument.
We argued about who would pick up Michelle. I worked a full day. I wanted to come home, put my feet up.
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true, god damn it.
Yeah, he got the brooch.
You're a violent man.
He hit her
Trying to
once.
keep a lid on it at home, but sometimes you lost control. Your daughter and your wife were scared of you.
You don't know anything about me.
I know some shit, bro. I know that your daughter ratted you out on fucking everything. Domestic violence incident.
I know about the golden butterfly, Hugo, and how you bought your wife off the last time you heard her.
She liked to spend money, all right? Dresses, jewelry, her hair. It drove me goddamn crazy. Do I look like a Rockefeller?
Nobody likes a cheapskate, Hugo.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad idea, Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on him.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Mueller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
This cop is such a, this guy, the first guy, he's such a fucking idiot. I hate him.
We should go back in there and bust his ass.
1, we need to break his alibi. Check phone records, canvass the neighbors. 2, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in L.A. 3, we have no evidence tying him to the crime scene.
Hello, detective.
Shoot me.
Yes, ma'am.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Mueller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Mueller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Mueller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
Destroying evidence.
Step away from the incinerator. Don't let him get away.
Okay, but no shooting. We need this guy to make the case.
Lock him up and throw away the key.
Come on. Over there. Damn, this guy's going. Damn.
Enough running, Hugo. Hands where we can see them.
Like, what are you burning, you fucking moron? Like, this guy's want to arrest someone, like, some principle.
This doesn't look good, Hugo.
I can explain the blood.
Get him booked in at Central office. Wow. Then put him in an interview room. We'll be speaking with him later. And inform the captain.
Yes, sir, detective.
Is there someone you can call, miss?
I don't want home and
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncle?
call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield and
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
We ought to get some uniforms down here, clean up, take care of the kid. Galloway, Homicide Division, badge number 564.
Go ahead, Detective Unit.
Can we get Ray Pinker and a technical services team to a house at 130 North Bonnie Bray Street? And send someone down from Juvenile Hall to look after a young lady.
Roger, 11K. Inform Detective Phelps that the coroner has a report waiting. Police morgue downtown when he's available.
Got it, KGPL.
You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
The morgue. There's.
Hits of the week.
I'm surprised, you know. I didn't make the husband for it.
Always make the husband, Phelps. 9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the Vic who does the deed. God knows I've wanted to kill some wives in my day.
Lex parsimoniae.
What?
The law of parsimony. Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is most likely the correct one.
You know, you could have said that without getting all liturgical on me.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
Appreciate it. And try this one on for size. Rusty's razor.
How's that go?
You blame the guy that's banging her.
Ah, of course. The famous Lex ignoramus.
Closes cases, Cole. Puts a lot of people away, that one.
Let me go to this phone real quick before I go into the central morgue.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Belmont High School.
Checking for you, Detective. Belmont High, 1575 West 2nd Street.
Thanks, ma'am.
I'm just chugging a fucking 2-liter of Diet Coke.
That's disgusting. Didn't you ever hear of germs?
You drove me up to Mojave.
The fuck did he just say? I just said I'm drinking Diet Coke. It's like he heard me say it. It's hilarious. Fuck that guy. Oh yeah. This guy's not. He's not gonna fuck. He's just brushing that shit onto that carpet. Is it the viewing gallery? Oh, it's in here.
Phelps, Rusty, thanks for coming.
Can you blood type the shoes that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Sure. It'll all be in the report, but I'm assuming you want the details now?
Please. Cause of death is strangulation?
Correct. Take a look at the samples on the bench.
No, it's gonna be this type.
What are the normal uses for that kind of rope?
On boats, mooring lines.
Correct. Although Ray says that they're sometimes used as bell ropes in churches.
So are we looking for a sailor or a minister?
Well, in my experience, sailors seem to have the greater libido.
Was Mrs. Muller criminally attacked?
No external or internal traces of semen.
Thanks, Mal. Anything else comes up, you let us know.
Okay. Wait, let's, oh, we gotta call somebody. Where's this fucking phone, bro? This guy's like...
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. A green 1946 coupe registered to Mrs. Hugo Muller has been found in the parking lot adjoining the Belmont High School and playing fields. Captain Donnelly wants you to head down there immediately to take the school janitor's statement.
Thanks.
What are we waiting for?
Shut up. Texting my fucking girlfriend asking her if she wants to steal us.
The red silk stocking and the green perfume.
Wait. You drive.
You know the way. You can drive.
That's why I like this game. And games where they auto drive through or somebody else will drive are so much better because I can text people.
The happiest of places, the coroner's office.
Carruthers is a good man, professional, diligent. If you're working with a pro, it's easy to overlook the grim realities of a place like that.
Funny job, that. The coroner's.
How so?
You don't want them enjoying their work too much. The wrong kind of man can get awfully lonely rattling around a joint full of corpses.
Rusty, that's like something out of the pulps.
You been reading the same ones as me?
I thought you were usually too drunk to get through a magazine.
If I close one eye and squint, you can just about make out the print.
This is the car?
Yes, sir, Detective.
Have you looked it over?
Superficially. I was told to wait for you guys.
Thanks. We'll take it from here. What time did you see the person park the car?
Late last night, after the school social, maybe 1 a.m. I've been keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
And this was the same man?
I don't know, sir. I mean, I'd like to say yes, but truth is, it was pretty dark.
All right. Tell me about this man you've been having trouble with.
He hangs near the playground, tries to befriend the children.
Yeah.
He was around here last night before the dance.
Is he violent?
Yes, sir, I would say so, yes. There's the son of a bitch now. Hey, you!
Go, Phelps. I'll take the car and see if I can cut him off.
Here we go. Oh. Fuck out of my way, asshole.
There he is, officer.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, is that my guy? Come on. Come on. Catch up to this fucker. Tackle him. Fuck yeah, baby. Here we go.
What's your name?
Who's asking?
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Name's Eli Rooney.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Some.
What are you doing?
Some.
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Don't sass me, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you oaky motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that.
There's the chief, bro. What's he doing?
You say? I like him a little younger than that.
Turn out your pockets, Eli.
Now, why would I do that?
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
You're under arrest, Eli. You are in very deep trouble.
The brooch.
Why bother with the paperwork, Eli? I'm gonna take out my gun, and I'm gonna count to 5. Let's see how fast you can run now.
Hang on a goddamn minute. I found that thing in the parking lot.
Get some backup out here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into a cell.
I'll tell them we got a kitty raper coming in. They can roll out the red carpet.
Paddy wagon, baby. Is that what they're called? Yeah, no, I mean, it looks pretty damning, but...
Blood and skin samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here. The overalls are stenciled HM. Muller is a mechanic. I wonder what Eli does for a living.
It's from a Chrysler. Could be important.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need interrogation set up at Central for both suspects being held in the Mahler homicide case.
Certainly, Detective. I'll get in touch with the watch commander.
Thank you.
Okay. You drove.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine.
Central Police Station.
I say we make Rooney for this. I think we should lay it on him. He was near the car, he had her jewelry, the DA will love him for it.
Even if he didn't do it?
Who cares whether he did it? You have kids, Phelps? He needs to be taken permanently out of harm's way.
And we let Mueller slide?
For a while. He gets a free pass for now.
Why? This guy is a fucking terrible cop. Like, it annoys me how bad he is. He's a virtual character. He's, like, annoying me.
You better not go soft on me in here, Phelps.
We'll work the evidence, Rusty. Let him do the... Are they ready?
Moeller's in 2 and the pervert's in 1. Get in there and get a conviction.
Boys, you've really...
Captain, we were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, Phelps, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing personally with him.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
You look like you've had it rough.
You see me asking for your sympathy, boy?
I might just put on this guy because he's a pedophile.
You down on your luck, Eli.
You know?
I've had worse. My family ate roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro. I'm looking for something new.
Wait, what's the question here? Back up.
This place you worked have a name?
Hennessy Marine. You can't miss the place. Big yellow letters, HM out front.
They give you any workwear, Eli?
Sure. Green coverall.
Okay. Well,
thing was hot. Felt like I was back in the pen wearing it.
You ever tie up any of your victims, Eli?
It's not a nice thing to go calling them.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's...
I'm just gonna pin it on this
Answer the
motherfucker.
goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it? Any old rope will do me fine.
I mean, he seems pretty consistent.
Farm boy like you,
pedophile that
Eli,
likes to
must
tie up
prefer
children.
gay
He's
for
fucking...
roping. Am I right?
I prefer braid. You tie a hitch and braid, it stays tied.
He seems pretty forthcoming with his information.
You killed Mrs. Mueller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. I ain't done nothing like that.
You have no job and nowhere to live by the smell of things, and you need money. You've been in trouble before, Eli. Who do you think a jury will believe?
I've been in trouble for other things, but I ain't never killed no one. I saw that car coming to the parking lot late last night. Man got changed there and then put his coveralls in the trunk. I saw him drop the butterfly in the lamplight and he strolled out, cool as you like. And I went over and I picked it up.
You're as good as done, Mr. Rooney. All it will take now is some paperwork.
Let's go interview the other guy.
For my money, Hugo Muller's our #1 suspect. The evidence is solid. I think it's time we hit him with it.
This guy is so fucking stupid. He's all over the place. He's like, let's just charge Rudy. And he's like, let's get Mahler.
I'm just praying the prince comes through.
He's so inconsistent, bro.
Here's where we stand, Hugo. Your next-door neighbor heard screaming coming from your house. You were burning your blood-stained shoes. You have no one who can confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row, and all you have to say for yourself is, I didn't do it.
I swear I didn't kill her. Give me that lie test. I can prove it.
Why did you burn your shoes, Hugo?
Because I knew you'd never believe me.
Believe what?
Pretty straightforward.
It's rabbit's blood. A guy at work brought him in and I helped him skin them.
Do you know anything about ropes, Hugo?
As much as the next man. I was a scout. I learned some more in the army.
You learned to strangle with the rope in the army?
With rope, with my bare hands, but mainly with wire. I learned a lot of things in the army, but I still didn't kill my wife.
For argument's sake, what type of rope would you use?
If I had to, I would use a triple braid. Less flex, easier to control.
We found your wife's car. Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
Where do you keep your work clothes?
I keep them at work in my locker.
Enough lies, Hugo. Your overalls put you at the scene of the crime last night.
My overalls are in the laundry of my house.
No. Like, I mean, if we just... Oh, whatever. Just...
Green overalls, blood-stained, with the initials HM found in the trunk of your wife's car.
They can't be mine.
Why, Hugo? Because if they were yours, they'd be in the incinerator too?
Why didn't they give a reason? That's like...
Your wife was beaten with a tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate choice of tool for a mechanic.
I know nothing about any tire iron.
Where? Well, they was in the car.
You're lying,
so, yeah,
Hugo.
I mean...
You're gonna have to come clean on this.
You got no proof.
Yeah, you have a bloody tire iron. Like, here's the thing. I know that they didn't do it. I know they both didn't do it. But...
Chrysler Airflow.
So I guess that explains why the tire iron that killed your wife came from a Chrysler.
Like, I know they both didn't do it, so... Because I remember this mission, and I know that I'm supposed to be playing it, you know, immerse myself, but I'm literally gonna blame the other guy. Because I know that the other guy, it gives me a better score. And he's a pedophile, so... Where's this other fucking room?
Mouthpiece 4 strips off me at the grand jury.
Charge him.
I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Deirdre Muller.
Just creep off the street.
You want to put me back in the stir that badly, boy? You go ahead and try.
A father versus a PDF, bro.
I ain't a killer.
You're still going to jail. Things have went downhill for the chief, bro.
Phelps, Galloway. Congratulations are at hand. Drink, boys? I think
he's
you'll
happier with the
receive
result.
a commendation for this one, gentlemen. In the meantime, I'll speak to the DA about expediting the passage of the case. We need swift and merciless justice for poor Deirdre.
Okay, on to the next one. Did pretty good, better than this one. No vehicle damage because I let the other motherfucker go, but on that car chase, a little bit of city damage. Alright, on to the next one. I forget the name of it. The Silk Stocking Murder. This might be the where we kind of die. So after we finish this case, I may split this one into two. Just to kind of for time's sake. So this will be part 2, and then the next part of the murder homicide will be part 3. Same thing for arson and vice too when I get into those.
Ah, Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing. Have a seat.
Yeah, it's my real name. And you can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case.
That's a crazy name.
A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Another naked woman, sir?
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hokey.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose some in police work.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me another sinner.
To finish this fucking food. Oh. No, I'm not driving.
Can you drive to this one?
This dude not want to drive.
You have the address?
It's the alley off Aliso between Los Angeles and Alameda.
You're kidding. The next one will be opposite Central Station.
Count yourself lucky, Phelps. Most guys would kill to land a case so close to their desk.
Yeah. It means they can pop in to hit the office supply of hooch whenever they need it.
You know, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all, Phelps.
Detectives, they're ready to start the show. I'll take you through.
Through?
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Crothers, Pinker.
Cause of death is pretty apparent. We thought we'd best wait for you when you're ready.
Start off here, bloody stocking.
If she took a blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled. The lacerations on the neck would indicate a great deal of force. Kiss the blood, BD.
Any more yanked off jewelry.
Another wedding ring torn from the finger. No skin under the fingernails.
Only 21 years old. But why the library card? Did he want us to find it?
The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
The best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Strangled, battered,
Yeah,
naked.
yeah. We know the M.O. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women, all murdered, all put on display, all with messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Mal?
Head injuries from contact with road, bruising from a small man's shoe, further blunt force trauma to the occipital region at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases. I'll see if I can nail down a brand.
Okay. Let's see. Bloody trail.
May as well follow the trail.
The woman's hat, Antonia.
Antonia. Huh, same as the library card.
Shoe. A shoe. Grab a shoe. Alright.
Proximity to the scene, plus the bloodstains. No way is this coincidence.
Yeah, that's her shoe, bro. And it popped up as evidence.
On it goes.
You know, it's like...
We kept the area pristine for you boys. Let's check it out.
The key right here.
House keys, strung up like bait on a hook. You think he's trying to lead us somewhere?
Probably all the way to City Hall, that brazen son of a bitch.
What is this?
That's got to be a code or a cipher.
253. What is this? The trail ends here, right? Oh wait, up there. Yeah, I was right. There's a light right next to a ladder.
Where are you taking us?
He's just so fast at climbing shit, bro. Investigate that shit.
Empty. Where is all of this meant to be taking us? Clearly wants us to find these things. He's left them for us.
There you go, Phelps. We got a new M.O. I told you it wasn't our guy.
Or he
Shut
might
up.
just be getting more
Fucking
confident.
idiot. Yeah, they're shitty ass detectives. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Nope, there's nothing back here. Oh, there. He's looking right at it. A little makeup.
Enameled
palette
and
thing.
gold-plated. This was precious to her.
Follow the path.
The trail points up.
the other half.
Son of a bitch wants her identified. Mrs. Antonia Maldonado,
7-1 North Hill Street, downtown. Yep. Put the last piece of evidence. Nice, there you go. What happened? I need the old evidence? What happened? Why am I not?
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
I don't like that. I don't. Why is the music? Why hasn't it stopped?
Detectives?
Why didn't I miss shit? No, get out of there. I don't care. What's that? It says that there's a John Marston.
You can drive.
I guess that's it.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Come on.
You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going? It was Mrs. Maldonado, right?
That's affirmative.
All right, so then there's a husband we should be looking for. Get him, we've closed the case.
Rusty's razor, of course. I don't want to question your tried and tested techniques, Detective Galloway. But doesn't the DA require sound casework before he'll close the book?
Not if he's got a confession. And, you know, there's ways of getting those.
I'm sure.
I'll turn the camera. I kind of want to get a. Turn this off for 1 second. I gotta go. My fucking white chocolate mocha from like 3 days ago. Need a little caffeine boost.
Wait just a moment. I'm sorry. Can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Detective Phelps and Galloway. Does Mrs. Maldonado live here?
Yes, she does. I'm Mrs. Barbara LaPente, the owner of this boarding house. Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. Do you mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor. Wipe your feet as you come in, detectives. It's this way.
Okay, not wipe my feet.
Mrs. Maldonado was found dead this morning.
Dead? Oh, no. She can't be.
I'm afraid she was murdered, ma'am. We need to take a look at her things.
I can't believe it. A person seems so alive, and then they're gone. Antonia's room is upstairs, last door on the left.
Thank you. We'll be back shortly.
Excuse us a moment, ma'am.
Oh, right. I see that. Last door on the left. Is that what you said? No.
Hey,
I mean,
Cole, let's get moving.
I did go the wrong way.
Will you look at that?
Circle here.
Someone's turned the place over.
The charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence.
Ow.
Okay, we have an address.
Attorney's letter tells you it's been served with official papers. It is not noticed. Okay. Okay. An attorney's letter, probably for a divorce hearing, maybe. Broken window again.
A smashed window explains why the place looks tossed.
There's something else.
You know how I feel about windows, Phelps.
Did they give you the iron picket evidence? Yeah, you don't want to go through because you're a lazy fuck. Yeah, iron picket. Okay, cool. We're good. Let's go talk to this old lady. You did it, didn't you, you bitch?
We have some questions, ma'am, if you're up to it.
Yes, Detective. I'll do my best.
Possible
Do you have any
suspects.
idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband, Angel.
This guy's salivating. My fat fucking partner is salivating.
Meat papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are you being flippant, young man?
No, ma'am.
Yeah. Sounds true.
What can you tell us about Angel Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17. He was cruel to her, very cruel. She was a good girl, little on the religious side, but a good girl.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? Nothing wrong
What
with
time did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I
that.
have no idea.
You lying bitch.
She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
Liar.
A nosy old hag like you knows everything about the people who live under her roof. Where did she go?
I think she went to a bar. She's been drinking quite a lot lately.
This bar having
nosy old hag. That's fucked, dude.
It's a Latino place on North Los Angeles Street.
That's only a couple of blocks from where we found the body.
You've had a break-in?
No! That can't be true.
Well, I mean, like, there's a fucking broken window, you dipshit. What do you think?
You're being economical with the truth, Mrs. Lepenti. What do you have to hide?
Economical.
I have no idea what you are talking about.
Well, I mean, like, you're old and you're nosy and there's a
So Antonia
broken
lost her
window
keys and
upstairs.
used an iron bar to jimmy the back window?
I heard a noise in the early hours of the morning. I thought it might be a raccoon at the milk bottles. It'd be very bad for business if this news got out. I have a reputation to protect.
That's why.
Antonia and her husband were estranged?
Yes. She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
Nope, charm bracelet.
What about her bracelet?
I don't know anything about a bracelet.
Why is she... Maybe she stole it?
In her wedding photo, she's displaying a charm bracelet.
That thing? She never wore it. He gave it to her. She always kept it in that wooden jewelry box.
Thanks, ma'am.
Wait,
You've been very helpful.
Maxie, what's
Lay
over here?
hold of that husband of hers. Lock him up and throw away the key.
Roll away the key. Leave that for my
We can
key.
either front Angel, seeing as the finger's pointing right at him, or we could check out the El Dorado bar.
Go to El Dorado bar. These are fucking... I like the suit the most.
You're behind the wheel.
Bring me to the El Dorado bar.
A nosy old hag?
Yeah.
And I thought I was coming on strong with the ex-wives line.
Sometimes you have to be firm to get the information you need.
God damn it, ain't that the truth?
I think he's coming around to me now. Like, shit talk that old lady, and he's like, sick, dude. You're awesome.
What can I get you?
LAPD. Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar last night?
Yeah. Me and a temp guy from the agency.
Did you have a woman in here last night? 21 years old, Hispanic, drinking heavily?
We have a lot of ladies like that in here. But yeah, I know who you mean. Antonia Maldonado. What did she do?
She was murdered last night.
Oh, shit.
Do you know her well? Was she a regular?
Hell no. She was good and tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in a bar. She was so hammered last night, she left a letter on the bar. I'll show you.
My eggs were runny.
Divorce papers. Okay.
Divorce papers? Did you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was going to show him.
Can you remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace. Some kind of religious thing, I think. The temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
Where did she go? Give me something or the LAPD will start getting interested in this place.
Take it easy. She wanted a cab, okay? And my phone was out of order.
I don't know why people don't cooperate, bro. Like, why is the guy even like holding a little bit of the truth back?
Suggested she try there. She seemed reluctant.
You're just trying to spare her.
Did Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was going to serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face.
Why is he smiling?
If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
She attract any interest?
An extremely drunk young woman? What do you think? She managed to scare them off, though.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
No problem. Hey, get the guy, will you?
We'll do our best. One last question. What size shoe do you take, Mr. Aguilar?
A broad 9. I have wide feet.
You ought to meet Joe's buddy. He's nice. Really.
Say, honey, what time do you get off waiting tables?
Sir, do you work here?
Sorry, pal, just making deliveries.
From where?
Just Pig Fruit Market across the street.
A fruit market delivers here?
Yeah, sure does. The Mexes love a little slice with their tequila.
Fine, thanks. Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly are we going?
Yeah, it's pretty close. That's okay.
Think there's anything to the divorce angle?
I've been through 3, fellas. No big deal. After a while, you just numb yourself to the experience.
But Angel, he's a young Latino man. It would hurt his sense of who he is. He'd see himself as a failure, a woman taking control over his life.
Then she fronts him and he snaps. Works for me. That makes Angel a killer as well as a piece of shit. Shut. Great. We'll need to come back later, Phelps. Maybe somebody here saw Antonia the night she died.
Okay, so let's go. Is this where the crime scene is? Right across the street?
You know the way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
We only have one of this probably go to the Maldonado residence. The crime scene, we're missing something. I don't like that, but it doesn't make too much ridiculous.
How about we drop in on the husband instead? See if your gut is right.
I'll take a bar over a husband every day of the week.
Maldonado is 4.
Maldonado is in apartment 304.
Phelps, this could turn ugly. Forget about knocking.
This guy just kicks doors open without warrants, right? He's crazy.
Hey, what the fuck? LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest. I got 100.
Fucking hat off.
Now look, I don't want no trouble, see? I got.
How do I fucking punch again?
Don't make me hurt you.
Damn. They got some decent shots in there.
Nice, fuck that guy.
Cuff these sons of bitches, Phelps.
LAPD, you two are under arrest. Call for some backup, Finbar.
He's using that name, bro. That's a crazy name, Finbar.
Galloway, badge number 564. I need a prowl car at the apartment building 330 North Hill Street. 2 suspects need transporting to Central.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh, God, no!
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, goddammit! You think I'd kill my own...
This keeps pushing him down. Sit the fuck up, sit down.
We should get the whole place going over, then talk to the neighbors. And Phelps, I don't care that you just got smacked in the head. You don't call me Finbar.
Here's that fruit
Just
market.
picked fruit market. I wonder if Angel gets all his groceries from this place. This will take some explaining.
Wow.
Maybe one of the neighbors took notice of Angel's movements. He's got no alibi. He's toast.
The El Dorado must be a family favorite.
El Dorado. Let's just talk to the neighbors.
What do you want?
LAPD, we're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
Thanks.
No good. There's nobody here.
Yeah, whatever you say, buddy boy. Hello? Oh, fuck, dude. Sorry about that. You actually scared me.
LAPD.
Why would you do that?
Yeah. My
Wife and I are separated, and I had the kids last night. I put them to bed early and went to
I
bed.
take the mask off.
Thanks.
I don't care where the fuck he was. I'll go back in there, shoot that motherfucker.
Hello.
LAPD, ma'am. Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Yes. Yes, I did. Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here, and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
Aranda. I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
No. I didn't.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
Okay.
I kept thinking you were going to call that one a nosy old hag too, Phelps. Well executed restraint.
I'm executing restraint right now, Finbar.
It's funny. Where's the fucking phone, bro? Finbar. That's crazy. Crazy fucking name. I don't know where the fucking... Get the fuck out of my way, dude. I hate... Oh, wait, telephone. Wait, no, go back. I didn't even see that fucking phone there.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
1247.
How could I
help, detective?
Any messages?
Message from Captain Donnelly, detective. Your presence is requested urgently at Central Station.
Okay.
A new letter from the Dahlia killer has been found.
Oh, wow.
Thanks for your help.
Go. Run, run, run. Ooh. Nope. Let's go. Okay. It's over here. No, 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 no. He's stealing motherfuckers' cars, dude. You can't do that. Get closer.
You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
Central Police Station. We gotta go there. We'll go to the fucking fruit market after if we have to.
The captain is waiting for you downstairs with Pinker.
Stairwell?
The reason some people get lost in thought is because it's unfamiliar territory.
We gonna go downstairs and see Donnelly or what?
Oh, wow. Get the fuck down there, bro. Hop the steps.
Boys, come on in. Phelps, have you met Finis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir.
This information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of a cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all this fares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
That's the message from the Celine Henry case.
Keep upon them.
My soul by virtue of this curse.
All ill deeds then thou be damned, beholding good, both infinite as is the universe. And thou and thyself torturing solitude, an awful image of calm power, though now So now thou sittest, let the hour come when thou must appear to be that which thou art internally, and after a false and fruitless crime, scorn track thy lagging fall through boundless space and time.
That's why we called you in.
Do you think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nutjob's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley. Sure, I knew that.
Fucking idiot.
You see, Finnis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what does it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
Let's go interview Angel Maldonado. I don't think. I mean, obviously he didn't do it. It's the bartender from the first murder mission that we did. That's the temp bartender. That's the consistency here. Like that's the what is it? I don't even know the word I'm looking for.
Improved your attitude, Angel?
What do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment, and that was the last time I saw her.
Last contact.
So your wife paid you a visit
That's
last
literally
night.
what you said.
What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe? She didn't stay long.
You're lying, Angel. You went after her.
The neighbor.
I think you killed her.
You're out of your mind. My brother will tell you I was at home.
It's the neighbor. Seen it, right? Pursuing.
We have a witness who confirms that you were arguing, that your wife ran out, that you followed her, and didn't come back.
I know this looks bad, but it's not true. We argued, all right, but she went out, and I went out after her, and she jumped in a car on the corner.
There was a car waiting for her? Can you describe the driver?
Not the driver. It was too dark. But the car, it was a brown Ford Coupe.
Okay.
You and your wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
That's a lie.
I don't believe you, Angel. She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far, and you lashed out.
I told you, I wouldn't accept a divorce.
Divorce papers, right?
The judge had set a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down. She ran out. That's the truth.
Slap that bitch down.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
Jewelry.
When we found your wife, her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
Why is his eyes squinting? Let's see. No. Okay.
What about the charm bracelet?
88% agree.
You know about that? She never wore it. She didn't like the message. She kept it locked up in that box of hers.
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
That's a lie. We have no proof, so.
Angel, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. Give me something.
Angel.
I'm going to have you charged.
My brother, Ippolito, he said some bad things about Antonia last night. so I had to sock him one. We got into it.
Keep talking.
She said she came from the El Dorado bar.
And?
It's not one of my places.
That's bullshit.
We used to buy fruit at the market down the street. But the creep there was always running his eyes all over my wife.
What's the name of this fruit market?
Just picked fruit. Or street down.
We know that already, don't we?
One last question, Angel. Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us.
All right, we gotta go back to the fruit market. All right, I think that would be it.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Fine. Where are we headed?
It's so annoying that I didn't find that one piece of evidence at the crime scene. I don't know what it is either.
Another letter? I thought the letter was from a nut.
These letters, Brown and Hanson believe they are genuine. From him.
And now we sent another.
You know, I really hate this fuck. This Black Dahlia guy. Have you seen the body? Fucking case just gnaws away at your guts. Hollywood. Every prom queen from every fucking hick town in America turns up here. Where do they end up? Gutted on the fucking sidewalk.
We should go out afterwards.
Sir, Wait, you look familiar.
Hey, from the bar, right? What brings you here?
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Well, that's not like
What can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
Yeah.
Exactly how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Look, not much. I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. Look, I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
The young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
Let's just do some intuition right here. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She had me back until last night.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
He was pretty consistent with that, and he's looking straight at him.
Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe, I think. She seemed to know the guy.
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can. Don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem? Shh.
There's a big green door right here. I'm just kicking shit open.
No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
Cognac. I think cognac is grape fermented, it's like grape fermented, kind of like a whiskey. It's cognac. It's something. Oh, what's this? Oh, what's going on here? This isn't the guy though. The guy.
Why cut someone who was already dead?
It's a typical power thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. Must have seen it during the war.
Nothing. You can beat her with that, but it's not the guy. It's falling off.
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
Oh. Hang on. Little dice. So there's the boom. 253. 253. It's a 253. It's a 253. I got that 253. That's a 253. No, what? Oh, he stole his shit. What a bitch. Do I gotta touch it all? Blessed Mother. Hands praying. It's all charms, and then of course the thing up top is the. But there's no.
This fruit stall punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off.
Clem!
Uh-oh. I was gonna go with tough situations.
God damn it, get after him, Cole. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
We should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do.
Oh, shit!
It's almost too perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect.
Come on, did you just start shooting?
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
I'm trying to fucking, what do you, pit maneuver him?
Now! Hit him! Clean this asshole off the road!
Fire right in that motherfucker. Your hat fell off, bro.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
These people run and they fuck up everything for themselves.
Outstanding job on this case, gentlemen. The poor woman can now rest in peace. I'll pay the fiend a personal visit myself and remind him that crime in this city does not go unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.
Sick. Typical Irish guy. There you go. The silk stocking murder. Did a perfect case again. Thank you guys for watching. This is 2 hours, 15 minutes in. If I do another 3, it's going to be up to 5 hours nearly. So, we're going to split up Homicide into 2 different parts. Yeah, so far, really, I love this game. I love Rockstar. It's just fun. It's cool. It's like a movie. It's like and I'm excited to get the end of the story. I've never actually gotten past Vice. I've only done like 1.5, maybe 2 missions in Vice, and I stopped playing. This is actually the origins of my YouTube channel. I was playing this game and I was so into it that I was like, I really wish I could record this and put it online, because I was like, I was stuck at home with a knee surgery. I was post operation and for a knee surgery, and I was just sitting home absolutely doing nothing. And I was like, I just, I want to be, I'm playing video games like all the time. I should just at least try to be a little bit more productive and do something that I've always wanted to do. So that led to me like saying, okay, I'm going to play a game I really love in Fallout New Vegas and record the shit out of it. And I actually ended up like getting, I bought, with the money I made from my surgery. I mean, the money I got from, I got a big lump sum check essentially from my, what is it called? Disability. Temporary disability, and I got like fucking bunch of money, like $10,000. I was like, let me fucking throw this into, let me throw this right into fucking gaming PC. Not all of it. I spent like 2 G's in a gaming PC, and all the stuff I wanted to set up for like a YouTube channel, and that was like my little gift to myself. And now I'm fucking super happy, and I got this whole thing where I'm just I like doing these story modes. So this is the origins. That's my point. But yeah, we're gonna be back. Daily videos coming out every day. That's what daily videos means. Different games, everything from sports games to Fallout, like I mentioned, new Skyrim. We got lots of Rockstar games, all the Call of Duties, all the Medal of Honors, classic games for the Nintendo 64. Really just fucking anything I can get my hands on and play. Emulators, Game Boy, Pokemon, fucking new games like Avowed that came out this year, and Grand Theft Auto 6 when that comes out, Red Dead Redemption. We're doing it all. We're really trying to get through this whole, we're trying to beat every single game that's ever existed, which is not possible by any means, but I'd like to think it is. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Bye.